What is going on, everybody?
Hello?
It is Pixabarters here, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. When we left off...
Things went crazy.
Yeah.
The game went crazy.
The game went crazy. We're in a crazy Hope Speak Academy of sorts. We got to see Nagito having a conversation with someone on the boat on the way to the island. Don't know who the person was there talking to.
Nagito had Junko's hand
for some reason. Yeah, that was a weird one.
The same thing.
But there's something waiting for us in the gym.
Yeah.
But we weren't prepared for it. What is it exactly?
Oh, wow. This takes me back.
This is weird. It was a normal gymnasium. Hey, guys.
This is so weird seeing them in this setting.
Yo, Hajime.
I don't like this. You heard the announcement and came here too?
You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what did you make of all this? Monoko said that this place was Hope Speak Academy or something?
That cannot be possible.
Well,
You're right. Any way you look at it, it's impossible. Hello! How does it feel to return to long-awaited Hope Speak Academy?
why you?
You.
Everyone's saying you.
Yeah.
Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time?
What a shock. I just told you guys that it's Hope Speak Academy.
Of course not.
There's no way in hell that's true.
No.
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope Speak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway? What's left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope Speak Academy fell to ruin.
You were serious about that?
I don't believe it. But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like this.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope Speak Academy, and you didn't feel surprised.
You don't feel surprised.
And you don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine.
We do.
Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Someone?
Don't fuck with me.
Enough of this bullshit, just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard?
Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and...
In other words,
It means I made this Hope Speak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the room.
What do you mean between?
hey.
What do you mean made?
What's this?
Oh my, your mind's getting the grumpies all of
Grumblies.
grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy.
That's a reference to llamas with hats. My tummy was making the rumblies that only hands can satisfy.
Oh my
Carl, do you remember that?
Oh,
You
dear
remember
God.
that, right?
I mean, I didn't watch many of those like you did. Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment.
My stomach was making the rumblies. Carl, that only hands can satisfy. Carl.
Entertainment. You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way.
It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's like you'll be making exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam. Then what is the graduation exam?
Hey,
Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
are you sure about
But on
this?
the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So,
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh?
We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here.
that's right.
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let's choose right now.
No.
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet.
Main cast?
Hey,
Meaning, you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives.
damn it.
So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean?
What's happening? What's
I've
happening? What's
dispersed all
happening?
the
What's happening?
teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope Speak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual.
What is going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this.
Both these games have just been a giant movie that no one's been aware of.
Hey.
Like, he kept insisting that this place is Hope's Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How do we make it back to Hope's Peak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There is no place for Hope's Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island.
I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean?
What does it mean?
So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. This building is really Hope's Peak Academy?
It looked like it from the outside.
This is the Hope's Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long. What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope's Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope. That's what you're thinking. Just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have it or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from the reserve, of course, who never had a talent to begin with. And a nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Oh, why do I have to go through something like this?
Hajime, did something happen?
Huh?
Hey, bastard!
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing.
I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it.
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey!
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right?
If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
Jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So they're not World Ender? Then we really were tricked by Monokuma?
Yeah.
However,
The Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
damn it.
Even if there are allies, they might not just be allies.
Maybe Monokuma's telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation, but if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. You know, even her just being with us would have been a big help. So what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, it's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we need to do that graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
All right.
I'm gonna do it.
Prepare yourself.
Yeah, that.
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something. About Hope's Academy, about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. We can just go back to our normal lives. I'm fine. Hey, we go home with this over, alright? We can finally get off this damn island, right? That's the case. Let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course.
Hell yes.
Love you, girl. He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is. What's happened to Hope's Peak Academy? None of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we can do that. There's no way we can stop now. But Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey.
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already?
But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
Even so.
I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building.
Well, just go on ahead for now.
Okay, bye. Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking running ahead without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
all right.
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, It is not scary if everyone stops at a green light.
Huh? If we stopped at the green, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez. You're
Kinda right.
pathetic.
Connie already took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. With those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me.
Sonia took a deep bow and left the gymnasium.
Oh my.
Miss Sonia,
Miss Sonia.
please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone.
Oh my god.
Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more, and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance towards that hope. Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening, for the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. There's nothing to check out in here. Never mind. I guess I'll leave.
There's that music again.
Yep. We're fifth floor. Oh, we're on the 5th floor all of a sudden.
Oh god.
Okay, that's not how this building works, but okay. Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this what Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Okay. Oh, my eyeballs. Okay. School zone, 5th floor. Hey, how'd you get here?
This hallway, there's a strange feeling to it, no?
There's a lot strange here.
As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me?
Nope, there's a lot of them here. I'm gonna go to the morgue. Excuse me, everybody. I can't wait for the morgue to be open. Never mind, unless I can touch it, that is closed. Raw.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess we're not going over there. So let's go.
God, this is so messed up.
Is my pet still doing it? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
gotta clean that up. But hey, Creamy's still leveling up in here. That's the important part.
That's
Huh. Well, there's nothing there. Oh, the dojo.
Oh wow.
So there must be something important here if it's letting us in. There's a book. There's a book. There's a book. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense.
Yeah, what
Is
is
that a pretty princess book? Huh? What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope Speak Academy by Monokuma.
Oh.
Why is a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with the history first, class.
Hey,
Reading manga is the 3rd best way to learn about history. What's the first?
Then what's the first,
you know? You ask?
You ask.
That
Speak.
depends on the person.
Read.
Listen, I'm just so thrown off I don't know how to handle it. So just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope Speak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope Speak Academy. Hope Speak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's
I'm
future.
surprised you're not having me read this.
Oh, if you want to, you can go ahead.
It's the girl that's saying
True.
it.
Go ahead.
Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope Speak Academy's teachers who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope Speak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it is also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. Yep. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decide to implement a new system. The Reserve Department.
Hey, it's us.
Sound familiar, Hajime? Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired? Oh, normal faculty, yeah. I just think of were hired. And placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. Decree Hope Peak Academy the earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. It's been a long time since we read that.
Yeah.
That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy. Hope Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end.
We were just brought in for money.
Yeah.
Huh? Everything was so sudden, like a manga that's suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga, the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but nah, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. The department was only built to collect money. I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right?
But hold on.
That's weird. Oh, you're here again. The thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey!
How'd you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known that even before you went into that, you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too. What do you want me to say?
By the way...
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those Reserve Corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, it's expected of a Reserve Corps student.
Damn.
Damn it, what the heck?
Why do you say damn it and then what the heck? Just say hell.
I know.
You're already in.
Huh. I can look at the targets. That target seems pretty far away. The production team had no more time.
Had more time.
Had more time. There could have been a minigame here. Wait, what am I saying?
They broke the fourth wall again.
Training dummy.
You realize that, right?
Yeah.
You just weren't reacting.
There's a straw post. I guess that means it was used for training. A locker. There are a bunch of wooden lockers here. Each of them is a traditional looking wood block and keys sticking out of them. I guess they're just for show. There's nothing to look like it. Okay, but what about the armor? It's armor and a helmet. Did the map developers design this to reflect the Japanese dojo?
Oh my god.
Oh, we've broken everything. Then we're gonna get sent out to the 4th floor. Nope, we're still on the 5th floor. Okay.
Things are still fucky though.
Yeah. Oh. Hey.
What?
Where'd you come from, buddy?
Oh, whoa. Did you see that?
Yeah. This hallway. It's kind of creepy. I can't go to places that I should be able to go to. It's like some rules are being enforced for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something. Yeah, I did notice it looks like one of the classrooms opened up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this one.
Oh, yeah. This is so weird.
Oh, there's another book. Hey, we leveled up. This is another manga that's laying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, Tragedy of Hope Academy.
Oh.
Wasn't the Tragedy of Hope Academy mentioned in that other manga too? That's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about the incident?
Whoa.
I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, I guess I'll just be me because there's no cutesy girl anymore. As the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at Hope's Peak Academy.
That was also a way for me to have, lines.
You can
it's
take
all...
this then. You can take this.
No. It's okay. You can have this one.
Okay. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamukura. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, the Academy believed concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy are completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated, and the uprising began. And that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that will be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. We're excited. Danganronpa 0. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy. What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident, a talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice at the bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here, it said that the Reserve Corps students in the reserve department began uprising. And what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason for doing something like that. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who is this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. We don't know an Izuru, right?
No.
I was about to say, this is a new character.
Yeah.
Which must have been the person on the boat that was talking to...
Yeah.
Nagito. Okay, we're still trapped on this floor. Slowly rotate around. Is the garden open? No. So must be either the other classroom or the morgue. Oh boy, how delightful. Ah, how delightful.
Oh boy.
What else we got waiting for us in here? Oh boy, another book. Who would have guessed? Well, what the hell is with this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something.
I mean, kind of.
If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death.
You die in the right place.
I should investigate so I can get out of here already. Oh, you can die right over here in the refrigerators. What the hell is on the cover of this book?
You're not gonna look at the refrigerator.
We can look at it afterwards. That's a horrifying cover.
Oh.
There's another manga just lying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I knew it. It's like someone always to be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. And this is for you.
Just because it's a lady
Whenever
there.
it starts, whenever the reading starts. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence.
That's him talking, though.
Oh, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger.
Okay. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them. And soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. As if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not only for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. Just war, that's all. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they use them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as the ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. The end. It ended.
My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was in this freezing room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up.
You changed that sentence to the freezing part.
I know. I just went with it to not fix it. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
Outback Steakhouse, no!
Hey, you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an officer who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough. What is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though. Thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you all the clues here are real?
Hello.
Please understand. I'm rooting for you.
He did the hello!
If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it.
Okay.
I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. I see. So that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you the outside world is like what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. He's trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world, so he'll want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps... No, that's definitely it. Sure, you keep thinking that, buddy.
Just believe what you want to believe, buddy.
Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this Ultimate Despair group? They're devoted to a certain student who got a Hope's Academy to its destruction. Are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Academy? Plus, the organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they're called Ultimates. Then, are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use. I'm going to freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering around in this freezing room. Bye. That was close and nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? I mean, I don't know what options we have exactly.
No.
That room's broken.
I guess the student would be Junko?
That would be my assumption.
Yeah.
This one opened up now. What's in here? Is it gonna be another damn book? It's always a book. I actually don't see a book.
Oh.
Hi. No, I should ignore it. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see him. Hiko, let's talk without him here.
Look, it says despair on there
I
now.
see, yeah. Well, this is a different room, so.
Yeah, but still.
When I'm inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. Keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. That's gonna be shitty either way.
Damn right.
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either. Well, I guess we have to now. Hey. Why, hello, Hajime. Hi,
Hello.
I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here?
No.
Well, there was another thing I need to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots.
What?
I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. Tell me. What did you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. What? Surprise, it's about Ultimate Despair. Huh? Even though the term Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days,
Actually,
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. A high school girl?
We know who that is.
Lady Junko Inoshima.
Yep.
Junko Inoshima?
hey,
As a former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the Ultimate Despairs. There was only one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me.
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the Ultimate Despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization.
You would know.
There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created on a high school girl.
unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
It's called a cult.
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason the incident became a tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat?
Huh?
Then what was their purpose?
Huh?
What? But like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they do it what they did without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Inoshima's despair. Huh? For Junko, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? I am a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she is truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despairs by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. The idea that idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation.
Christ.
And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it had something that they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible.
What?
Do you know about the final days of the reserve corps students during the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Final days?
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide.
Christ.
Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students? Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded, huh?
Yeah, you.
Is that me?
Damn it.
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair? Junko Enoshima? It doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard.
Junko Enoshima's already dead. Huh?
Whoa, I haven't seen her in a while.
Long time no see,
Of
pal.
course, it's the royalty one.
Yeah. Reserve department. Ooh, boy. Well,
Haven't
I
had
guess...
to hear that voice in a while either.
Now, I find it interesting that Fuyuhiko knows that Junko's dead.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk to him about that next time.
Oh God, this is a roller coaster.
All the truths are dropping like bombs.
And like,
dude.
what does he
Boom,
mean
boom,
about
boom.
where we have to figure out what we want to do before the main cast arrives?
That's the big question. I mean, we're going to have an audience of some kind.
Like,
Who's it going to be?
back
I
of my
don't
head's
know.
just like, I want to see Mondo again. That's all I've been thinking about.
I'm pretty sure Mondo's long gone.
Listen, everyone else who died was too. He could glitch in for a second for all we know.
I know
That'd
you're
be
hoping
enough for
that.
me.
I know that would make your year.
It would.